So this is Dan of 𝗥𝗲𝗢𝗢𝗡.
𝗔𝗕𝗢𝗢𝗀𝗡 from 𝗂𝗏𝗀𝗀.
And today we'd like to talk about COVID testing. In order to get back into the USA from other parts of the world, you need to get a COVID test. And we're in Mexico right now, and we're here to tell you that you can get a COVID test for $28 at the Cancun airport.
Yes, I also hear about that, so it's very easy for me to fly out as well.
Yeah, a friend of ours just got back into the U.S. She went to the airport, the Cancun airport. It was $28. She was in and out in 20 minutes and off on her flight.
Oh, but she is taking the antigens exploratory COVID test.
Yeah, it was the
not
antigen
PCR.
test, not PCR, and that's why it's rapid.
Yeah.
And they sent her an email, and the email got to her right away, and she was able to use that to get on her plane and come back to the U.S.
Yeah.
As you may know, the U.S. immigration is, as of January 26th, you can't come back into the U.S. whether you're a citizen or not unless you have a negative test. And they accept both PCR and the antigen test. And she got the fast one, antigen, and it was cheap at the Cancun airport. You may also know that Canada is not allowing people in from anywhere in the world without a negative test. And Canada won't even, I'm hearing, Canada won't even let you come down to Mexico or the Caribbean or other parts of Central America right now. And so, sorry guys. There were 700,000 tourists that came into the Cancun area during the month of January. That was down about 60,000 from the month before in December. So it's bustling, things are happening, you can come here. There's a link we did a couple days ago. We'll tell you how to remain safe. And it's the same stuff you do in other countries to remain safe. But I'll put a link below, you can watch that video. To give you an idea how much Mexico tourism has increased, in April of 2020, there were only 7,000 people that came in. So what is that, 100 times as many tourists? And so things are not completely recovered, but they're getting pretty close. So that brings up the idea of how much should you get to the airport before your flight in order to get this test. Well, our friend, she had a friend who went to the airport a couple days after her, and he was late, so he couldn't make his flight. He was in line for so long he didn't make his flight. And so that brings up the idea you want to go to the airport as early as possible. And Chung did some research online, and she found out that all of the terminals
In Cancun airports have this express test or the PCR test, and there's no appointment. They will not let you to make appointment. So whatever you go there, you get it. And it's limited as well. So when it's finished, you might have to go to other terminal to find it, or But there are also a voice that to get your test before your flight is easier, because right now it's very easy to get tests in Mexico.
Right.
Yeah.
Like so the thinking was, if you're just coming down here for a week and you just do you really want to go somewhere and have to put up with going to a clinic somewhere and getting a test? I would say no. So you're going to want to either check with your resort, send them an email and say, do you have people come and test there? And if they don't have it, then you'll have to go to the airport really early, make sure if the line's long. But remember, the other terminals at the airport have tests too. So if you get there and the line you ask somebody at the front of the line, how long have you been waiting here? And if they tell you more than like an hour, then I would recommend going to another terminal to see.
And in Cancun's hotel, the 4-5 star hotel, they will have, including if you stay more than 3 nights, you have complimentary 2 PCR tests. And they have people come to your room to test for you. So you enjoy your holiday.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so, but if you're staying in an Airbnb, whatever, you're gonna have to stick with the whole idea of getting it at the airport. So switch terminals if you get there and the line's long. I was wondering about the day before. No, if you're just coming down here on vacation, I wouldn't go to the airport the day before. I would probably just go, it's international flights, so you have to be there 3 hours early. I probably would go maybe 5 hours early, and then I would still work doing a vacation. And if the line's long, ask somebody at the front of the line, then go to one of the other terminals. And so that brings up this idea of, so what about other countries? I would follow a process. If you're thinking about going to another country, you already bought tickets somewhere and you're thinking about canceling because of the testing the U.S. requires, I think what I would do is just first go to the airport website, Google the name of the airport you're flying into, the international airport, and see if they have testing there. and see if it says on there. And then I would email the resort or wherever you're flying to and see if they have testing available. If you're just coming down for a week or two and that you can't get an easy answer, then I would probably personally, I would just cancel my flight. But if you're like a retiree, like a lot of our subscribers are, and you live somewhere, then it's not as big a deal to go to like a local clinic and that kind of thing. So I would do the airport first. I would check email the hotel, maybe do a little internet search if you're a vacationer, and if it doesn't come easy, I probably wouldn't bother. I would probably cancel my trip. But that depends on how long you're going, where you're going. If it's a highly touristed area, it's a good chance you'll be able to find some testing pretty easily.
Yeah.
So I don't know what else to say. I just want to let you guys know Mexico. It feels great to be here. It's beautiful weather. If you're highly dangerous, check with your doctor. Just don't fly down here if you're in one of the dangerous groups of people. But if your doctor gives you okay, I think you should feel like you should come down to Mexico and watch our other video about how to remain safe while you travel.
You just need to put on your mask, sanitize your hands before you touch anything. Have a social distancing. You will probably be good. And take vitamin C like us. We take vitamin C every day.
Anyway, thanks for watching our video. Please like, comment, or subscribe. And come to 𝗥𝗡𝗡 to check out all the reports we have of over 80 reports about where in the world you can retire for cheap.
And don't forget, come to our Facebook page as well. I post every 2 days we'll have our picture around Mexico or any place that we are staying right now.
All right. Thanks for watching. And we have Retire Cheap reports all over the world, and come check out our membership. Thanks for watching my video. Have a great day. Click the link in the notes below this YouTube video to get a copy of all the resources described in this video and a free copy of my ebook, How I Fired My Boss and Traveled the World. And while you're there, check out our 80 Retire Cheap reports and the course that teaches you how to make money as you travel the world.